You ain't sent him no money, have you? You ain't sent him no money, have you? You haven't sent him no money, right? We haven't sent no money.
I send money every month.
Oh! No! Come on, Grim. I love you. I love you. I love you.
You know where it's headed. Levels, yeah, we said it. Yeah, get ready. You see the team in confetti. We with it. They can't stop what it's headed. Cannot stop. No way. They can't stop what it's headed.
What's going on? What's going on? From Vegas, make some noise. What's your name? What's your question?
Tracy.
Uh-huh.
So I've been married for 18 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you. There's been no fidelity that I know about. Definitely not on my end.
So no infidelity.
Infidelity.
Uh-huh.
My husband is a very good provider, comes home every night, all the things. He's a horrible communicator.
Uh-huh.
And it has been times in our marriage where he has went 6 months without speaking to me.
Now, hold on. When we say 6 months without speaking, we mean like a quality conversation or just like...
No, I mean like come in the house, walk past me, we sleep in the same bed.
No,
Yeah.
But I know you got more of your question left.
Yes.
Is it also 6 months without being intimate?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Now we can not talk but still fuck. I'm mad at you still, but we both got needs. Okay, go ahead.
So pretty much I'm growing spiritually, and so I'm kind of struggling with the fact of, do I just get a divorce or do I hang in there?
One more last question. Does he
Okay.
want this marriage?
He says he does.
Okay.
Context question also. When you ask him why he doesn't want to speak or why he shuts down, what's his response to that?
That he's not a good communicator and that he doesn't like to argue, and so he just shuts down.
Has he been that way since before the marriage?
Yes.
Oh, well, I mean, that's just who this nigga is. I mean, this the one that you picked. I mean, I don't really... He seemed to be really consistent. I mean, I don't really know what else to say about that one. Do we have any other... It seemed like he just being himself.
Have you tried therapy, like a third party?
6 times.
6 times.
You know what they say? We in Vegas, lucky 7. Is 7 lucky or is that unlucky? Is that a lucky number?
No, it's lucky.
Okay, 7's the charm. Okay. Now, you're at the point where you're thinking about, whether or not it's time to go your separate ways.
Correct. I feel like it's emotional abuse and abandonment.
Ooh. Currently, though, y'all talking.
We've been talking for about a couple, maybe 10 words after he just hasn't been talking to me for about 10 weeks.
So he just he come home and just say hi now.
No, he walks past me. It's silent. It's unbelievable. It's silent.
Before we, Lance, what's your thoughts?
Nah, it sounds, well, he's obviously shut down, but
Yes.
sometimes it's a such thing as healthy communication. So you also have to ask yourself how you receive what he's telling you. He might have shut down because you weaponize everything that he says, and I'm
gonna say this. There are certain things that happen. This sounds like a quiet quitting thing to me. This sounds like the reason why women initiate 70% of divorces is because sometimes men dare them to. If you can come into a household for months on end and not speak to your wife, what do you think is gonna happen? And I've said this multiple different times on multiple different platforms. At some point when you do decide to leave, now you're gonna be the motherfucking villain.
Correct.
And then he's gonna act like I mean I was there and I didn't want to get a divorce, but your actions are saying that. So is there any other thoughts with this?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Y'all know I have to think. I'm sorry, but she made a good point when she said that's emotional abuse. It would be different if they're in a conflict or something like that, and he becomes flooded and then he shuts down, and it becomes like maybe a couple hours or something like that. But when we go on 6 months of giving the silent treatment and not communicating with this person at all, that is a form of emotional abuse. At that point, and it's 6 months, and this is something that happens in cycles, like different seasons this happens.
Yes.
And then y'all have done therapy, and it's still no commitment to actually change that. So once he relapses, it's like we go right back in the same cycle.
That's correct.
Some marriages, when they become abusive in that nature, because it's not just physical abuse, emotional abuse is very big because it changes the way you think. It changes the way you respond. It changes the way you feel about yourself and things like that. You can walk away in that situation. You can. And that's probably a situation where you should. Because it's not like this is something that's happening because it's like a seasonal depression type of thing. This is just negligence of a marriage based on what you're saying. This is negligence of a marriage. This is also negligence of his role as a husband as well. I know we talk about providing and leadership and things like that, but that's a real important part of leadership and provision is how am I stewarding this marriage? And how am I caring for you emotionally and myself? What am I doing that helps our marriage to grow? Because it seems like he's just like slowly eating away at it. And it could just be for you to walk away, but it shouldn't get to a point to where now he has to use this type of tactic to get something out of you or anything like that. So if that's a decision that you make, I understand it. Sometimes that's what you have to do.
Mike, what's up?
Really sensitive subjects.
Yes.
I don't have much mature to offer. I think y'all are doing a really good job on the mature. If she does leave, I just have a request, a desire, if you will, to not take anything with you when you go.
What?
I'm talking no alimony.
What?
Take me off the life insurance.
What?
Leave the TV.
What?
And the couch. Because I've been who I've been. I need you to relax. I've been who I've been this entire time. And when provision was your desire for who you picked in a partner, I was qualified. Through sickness and health, if it was an end of provision, people might have left. When you ain't got cable no more and you ain't got the cheese and the crackers, shit get real funny. But to stay 18 years, and some days you can roll the dice on whether you're gonna get spoken to, but you stayed this long, stay. Now leave, but you're leaving because you wanted more. So don't take nothing with you when you go.
What?
So I wanted more. I wanted exactly what he was supposed to give me as a husband, which was encouragement, support, love, affection, attention, and I'm taking all that shit when I go.
You know what? Thank you.
Okay,
Okay.
you better walk that walk.
Okay, then.
You better walk that walk.
Okay, then. Yeah. Clock it. Hey, listen. Hey.
Okay.
Now, hey, bro, when the episode airs, if you need me, Top Dog is here. Top Dog is here. I got lawyer money. I got bail money. Don't let her walk away with all your shit, bro.
Now, woo.
This is another example of, I guess, a woman marrying for potential, not the present.
How long were they married again?
18 years.
Yeah, I'm not saying it to be on your side. I'm just saying, if they married for 18 years, there is enough time for a person to grow and mature and see where there is a lack of maturation. And that's that lack. Because, come on now, I'm sure that, and I don't know, but I'm just making an assumption. I'm sure that you had to grow as well, right? You had to grow, right? I see you, okay. I'm sure she had to grow as well, but we're talking about communication, which is the basic foundation of a marriage. We have to be able to commune with one another and have discussions and things like that.
I'm not arguing with the fact that she should leave. What I'm saying is, if you're gonna leave, then don't take nothing with you.
But why not? Why not? They
He took 18 years from her.
Ooh.
She signed up for the 18 and stayed. If the provision wasn't there, she wouldn't have stayed 18 years. If the abuse was serious, she wouldn't have stayed there 18 years. She played her role strategically. What does she do?
That's
and now
why-
she wants more, so she should leave. Go find more, but don't take my shit.
That's why I asked the question I asked. God damn it, we gotta establish foundation here. Look, calm down, everybody, calm down, calm down. We gotta establish foundation here. I can't feel sorry for somebody who knew what the fuck they was walking into. When I asked her, how was his communication before the marriage? She said it was bad before the marriage. So why the fuck would you marry somebody with bad communication? A lot of us buy Toyota Corollas and expect them to drive like Lamborghinis. It don't work like that. If you want a man that's great at communication, you marry a man that's great at communication. You don't marry a motherfucker who can't talk to you, who can't express himself, and then expect him to one day wake up and say, you know what, boom, I'm a panelist on tonight's conversation. It doesn't work like that. That's not reality. So again, I can't feel sorry for that. If you signed up for that, you take the fine print that you signed up for.
But I will say, I totally agree with that. But like we were talking in the back, like you can learn on the job. Like you go to school to evolve, to learn. That's like being in school 8 years and not learning a motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Your partner is supposed to push you to grow. You grow together when you're in a marriage. You're not the same person that you married 18 years ago. You're supposed to be the better version of yourself. It's supposed to get easier. You know what I'm saying?
All right, well, you know what?
I get both sides.
Y'all was potted. That's a good potted. What's your name? What's your question?
Hi guys, my name is Bree. This question is for the ladies. The whole panel can answer. Why do men that cheat think that a woman wants to hear that they are loved and were thought about when they were cheated on? Because at that point, is it a problem within their love, or is it a man seeking for validation to know he still got it?
That's a question for the men.
That's what. Come on, man.
We listening.
I think it's honesty. I think we're taught, we're programmed, we're conditioned to say we can love woman X, but be intimate with woman Y. And that does not take away from the love that we have. There's women that you will sleep with, and there's women that you will kill for. There's women whose bills you will pay, and then there's women that you will sleep with. There's women that you wouldn't let nobody or nothing come in between you and them, and then there are women that you sleep
I don't
with.
know. I kind of got Ace's face.
You know, I'm going to give, you know what? I understand where you were coming from. However,
okay, go ahead.
However, you lost me at the I thought about you part.
Like,
What I mean is, if a man says, but I was thinking about you, at what point did you think about me?
You
When you go,
did?
hold on. When you got her number? When you saved her number as Bobby in your phone? When you were texting and laughing when I was asleep and you were laying right beside me? Is that when you thought of me? When you got the invitation and you drove over there, is that when you were thinking about me? When you drove into the drive-in and you put it in park, did you think about it then? When you went and you knocked on the door, was you thinking about me? When you pulled your dick out, was you thinking about me?
You get me?
When you entered inside of her, were you thinking about me? Because here's the thing. If that's what's really on your mind was me, and you allowed yourself to do it anyway, you don't give a fuck about
Come
me.
on.
Here's the thing. I I would rather you had said I didn't think about you.
Okay, okay.
Hold on, no.
You know what?
I would rather you say it slipped my motherfucking mind that I was married. But when you say
That's a problem.
I thought about you.
Yes,
when
I thought
was,
about you. I did it while you was at work. That's how I thought about you. I did it with somebody on the other side of town. That's how I thought about you. I put a condom on because I thought about you. I didn't give her no money because I know we going to Turks next week. I thought about you.
Crazy.
When I blocked her after, I thought about you. When I picked up the flowers and the dinner and brought it back home with the forehead kiss before you went through my phone, I thought about you. I thought about you last night. I'm gonna think about you tomorrow.
No.
But love is what I do, not who I am.
I'm with the girls.
Okay. Kira, what's up?
Why do men that cheat think that a woman wants to hear that they were loved and thought about when they cheated? Girl, he was not thinking about you.
You feel me? That's what this is.
He
not
didn't give a
personal.
fuck. He didn't give a fuck. Because let me tell you something. Cheating is such an insidious action that if you think about the person that you're cheating on, then a lot of us wouldn't be able to do it.
You're right. If you really love them.
It ruins someone's self-esteem. It ruins someone's mental health. It ruins someone's trust, which can ruin the way they pursue things in the future with other people. It ruins their reality because I believe that you could come to me and tell me the truth. Now I have to question everything that you've ever told me. Was I living a lie this entire time? There's no way in the world that you can think about what cheating is going to do to someone, participate in it, and say, I thought about you. Because if you was thinking about me, there's no way that it would have happened. You was thinking about yourself.
And that's why I asked, at that point, is it a problem within their love, or is it a man seeking validation?
No,
to still feel
it's
like you
that
got
I
it?
know.
You know?
I've been with you long enough to know that you put more stock in my words and not my actions.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is I say these things because you believe anything I fucking say. And let me tell you, while y'all shaking y'all head, man, but you know I love you though. Done got you to stay time and time and time and time a fuck again. And I guess what I'm saying is he's lying to you like he's always lied to you. And hold on, it is fair. The reason it is fair is because love should approach you. You home last night. You should have been. We all know it. And if love don't motivate you to bring your listen, we got a lot of men in here that may not be perfect. We got a lot of men in here that make mistakes. But one thing a man that loves you will do is bring his ass back home. One thing. And if that man can't do that one motherfucking thing, then I ain't the man for you, period.
What?
The one thing. I mean, since when do men only gotta do one thing? I gotta bring my ass home. You know what's gotta be home with me? The rent, the fucking groceries gotta be home with me. A positive attitude, a fucking open mind, a budget for fashion for fall and spring. The one thing a man gotta do is just come home. I wish the fuck I could just come home. And you know better. You know better.
I'm just saying,
Y'all are pissing me off. Just call. All you gotta do is just come home. You better bring something home with you, bro.
Yes, but not spirits of other women you shouldn't have entered in.
So
because guess what?
you're gonna look me and tell me in my face that you can't be madly in love with one woman and have sex with another. Like it's physically impossible.
Hey.
Hey, it's for horses.
It's not love if you don't give her a choice. If you withhold a choice from a woman to know the truth, that's not true love. Because think about it, and I hate to bring this in there. God loves us because he gives us choice to love him. He gives us the truth. He exposes everything. He says, hey, but choose me because this is what I'll do for you. When you love somebody, you don't keep secrets. You don't hide the truth. You don't expose them to all kind of shit. You bring it back home. That's not the version of love she signed up for. Now, If your version of love includes cheating, say that shit. The problem is they don't say that shit. And then you find out, and then now they love you. When you approach it, oh, now I love you. Now I'm gonna be a better man. But listen, had you had never found out, would he have told you? This is very rarely a nigga be like, hey, babe, I did some fucking yesterday. Just wanted to let you know. It's always you found out somehow, or you got some feeling. And guess what? Everything that's done in the dark comes in the light. You didn't find out because he loved you. You found out because God loved you. And he revealed that to you. And so what I'm saying is, when you get the sign, sometimes you gotta respond to it. What's your name? What's your question?
My name is Sakelia, and I love all of you, but this question is for the men. So, how can I get the attention and love that I want from a man without being masculine, controlling, and impatient? Like, what's the best way to move to find a husband?
Ain't nothing masculine about you. I just could tell by the way you asked that motherfucking question. Hey, where'd that masculine? Anybody else?
I say this, bro. It ain't nothing like a woman that got a strict ass program. That's what we need as men. Because if you give us too much wiggle room, we gonna wiggle.
Okay.
It's just the reality of the situation. Like, we need to know that there's gonna be real consequences if we fuck up, or if we violate, or if we go against your boundaries and things of that nature. And that's where a lot of women go wrong at. They'll set boundaries that they're not necessarily willing to stand on. And once we figure out your ass ain't willing to stand on them, buckle up. So at the end of the day, a strict program is everything. We can't be letting shit slide. Because when you let shit slide, we as men, now we looking for the monkey bars. Now we looking for the sandbox. Now we looking for the swing set. We can't let shit slide. We gotta administer real live consequences. And if you are not willing to administer those consequences, men are gonna run all over you. Also, that may come with running certain men off that you may like, you may have chemistry with, and things of that nature. When you stand on those boundaries and you real firm and all of these things, that may come with running men off that you actually like. But you gotta be willing to accept that reality. And if you're not, you're gonna wind up with niggas that constantly play with you. And that's the reality of the situation.
It's hard, man. I'm dating a guy right now, and I really like him, but it's a lot of drama.
And he says those words to you. Like, he insinuates you're too masculine.
Yeah, which is crazy because I cook for him, clean for him, do everything for him. But he says I'm masculine. But
What happens? Like, what happens that he says things like that?
well, he really didn't say that until more recently when I found out he got his ex pregnant.
Niggas love deflected. I know I got somebody pregnant, but you masculine, and I just okay. Now listen, we got some bigger fish to fry than you masculine. You still with this man?
Yes, and his ex is here tonight.
He what? He did what you just texted?
She's here.
Oh, the baby
I don't
mama
want to
here.
call her on blast, though. I don't want to call her on blast.
No.
But she-
Okay. Time out.
Last week, she threw bricks through my home. I'm not mad at her.
Security, watch her outside. Can we get her to? Can we make sure she gets to her car, please?
Security.
Now, hear me out. Couple things. Now this done got really interesting. It took a turn. Hold on, Kira. I'm gonna let you cook on this one. But I want to wrap the bow on your original question because we got some more important things to talk about. Number one, the only part that sounds masculine to me is how do I get the attention? How do I get the attention and love that I want from a man? Sometimes you get in your masculine frame when you be seeking shit you shouldn't be seeking. Feminine is receiving. Feminine is to be found. Feminine is to be served and catered to. And what I'm saying is sometimes when you get out of that frame, sometimes you attract men that are looking for you to be in your masculine. All right, so that I want to wrap that up. Now we got some more important shit to fry. Kira, what's up?
You slick as hell for asking the men on the panel that question. Because it's the women that's gonna give it to you in a real raw way. Men like to weaponize telling you that you're being too masculine when you do things like stand up for yourself and call them out on their bullshit. Because femininity is perceived as passivity. If you were soft enough, you would let me get away with the shit that I want to do to you. But you step into your masculine bag when you start holding me accountable. Why you questioning me? Why you talking with aggression after I done did some shit to push your buttons? I'd rather somebody call me masculine every day before they call me a doormat. Oh, Kara's too masculine. You fucking right. Because one thing about men, they got standards that a lot of us women don't have, and you can't play with a man a certain type of way. So if it makes me masculine and stand on my boundaries and listen to the men in my life, then call me the realest nigga you know. Ain't nothing wrong with getting in that masculine bag. Because women, we get played with too fucking much sometimes. I was trying to love you right and be soft. I was trying to cook for you, take care of you, clean and shit for you. But only real men bring out the real women in you. When you start acting like a bitch, I'ma show you who the nigga is here. And you think there's something wrong with you because your feminine feels threatened. Femininity only has a place to thrive when masculinity is present to protect it. So the minute that you take that protection off of me, I'ma show you how it get when it could get like that. And you gotta get like that with him. The minute that he got his ex pregnant was the minute that you should have did. Do you think a man is gonna stay with you if you got pregnant by your ex? Men have standards for themselves. And we need to admire that. There are certain things that I accept in my life that I'm like, damn, I know I'm doing bad, so I can't tell Trill what I'm doing because he gonna hold me to a standard and stop letting that nigga play with you. Ask yourself, would a man accept the thing that you're accepting? It's nothing wrong with masculinity in that sense because they don't go through the shit that we go through. There's not a man in this room, fellas. If your girl came home and said, I'm pregnant by my ex, you staying?
Hell no.
What the fuck is we talking about here?
Well, anybody else? I think we got it. Thank you for your
sorry.
question.
I'm sorry.
And New York came at him.
Hey, listen.
I love it.
Hey, listen, well, that's some crazy shit. Oh, for the pregnant ex, I got some cards for you if you want a card game after the show. No, because we got to give her something. She came to have a good time, and she probably in her seat like, shit.
How I get in this?
She already said the girl threw bricks at her house. She finna do it again.
Hey, listen. Let's make sure that one of our venue security escort her to her car or some shit like that. All right. What's your name? What's your question?
My name is Monique, and my question is, at what point does fighting for a relationship becomes commitment, and at what point does it become settling for less than what you deserve?
By relationship, you mean husband or boyfriend?
Husband, I'm married.
We all, man, when they say married, it make the question 10 times more difficult. Now, Trey, did you have a?
I think it becomes a situation I gotta get the fuck away from when I'm fighting by myself. Just think about marriage, like I'm all for holding it together as long as we both fighting. But we gotta both be showing up with our gloves on. We gotta both be willing to deal with the ebbs and the flows of this shit. It's not gonna always be great. It ain't gonna always be rainbows and sunshines, but we both gotta be willing to show up and do our job anyway. And what the job is covering each other.
And see, that's the problem because I'm in a long distance relationship.
How long is the distance?
He's in Nigeria.
I love Vegas. I fucking love Vegas. I love Vegas. Y'all just keep giving me, it just keep going. Once you pop, the fun don't
What
stop.
happens in Vegas?
Oh, okay.
Is he Nigerian?
Yes.
I thought she was about to say he lived like in Texas. Okay. All right, now, couple things. How long have you guys been married?
We married in 2022.
Okay. Now, if you feel like talking about it.
Yes. Wait,
Okay, go ahead.
I'm 54, he's 36.
Okay.
How do we know that?
Okay, Stella.
You
Okay,
don't
Stella.
say.
Okay,
I
Stella.
didn't see that coming.
That's how Stella got
Wowzers,
her
that is
groove back.
brand new information to
I
us.
respect the, I see what you're doing. I respect it. I just, okay, Stella. Stella, okay. All right. Now, I'm gonna ask you a very hard question.
Okay.
You ain't sent him no money, have you? You ain't sent him no money, have you? You haven't sent him no money, right? We haven't sent no money.
I send money every month.
Oh! No! Come on, Grim. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you, okay? We about to give you some real advice, but I love you.
You
Just
have been
remember that.
scammed.
We got your back. We all got your back.
You have been scammed.
All right. Okay. All right, we gon' hold on. We gonna all sit. Everybody sit you down. Okay, we love you, okay? And this is the part of the show where we gonna do some we gonna do some real surf. All right, all right.
Hey, listen.
Okay.
Hey, this is a very real situation for
Yes.
her.
I think since love made you do some crazy things, it's time to place your heart under lock and key. And your debit card. I give advice to people like this. Y'all can get through anything as long as it's y'all two versus the thing. So if the thing happens and it's y'all two versus the problem, any problem can be solved. But if the problem is the other person, then we got problems. So you send money, do you get any visitation?
Yes, I've been there 4 times.
You've been there 4 times?
Okay. Now, how many times has he been here?
He hasn't been here.
Okay.
We're fighting for that now.
Now we gotta give. Can we ask some grown questions here?
Of course.
What'd that dick do though? I know, right? It's direct deposit every month, worthy dick. That's a good level of dick right there. He holding up his end of the bargain for sure. Kira, did you have any initial thoughts about this Nigerian man?
Full disclaimer, I'm going to try my hardest not to yell. Earlier, my brother said love makes you do some crazy things. Love ain't make you do that shit. Desperation did. The lack of love made you do that. You didn't feel like you was worthy of having a real commitment, so you went and you settled for one of the oldest scams in the book. The Nigerian scammer of it all, married for papers, coming up out of your wallet. You have children?
Yes, I do.
Your children ain't get on your ass like, Mama, no, don't do this.
She said, hell yeah, I did and did.
See, the thing about the elder scams, I like to call it, is y'all spend your whole lives telling us to look out for these men in these streets. Make sure that nobody's taking advantage of you, baby. Make sure that you're paying attention to the man's action, baby. And then y'all get to a certain age that makes you want to settle. It's a loneliness that comes in them late 50s and 60s that make you go, I'd rather have a piece of somebody than a whole version of anybody.
I agree.
And it's unfortunate that it led you to this route, but you got to figure out a way to get out because you set a commitment. This is a sham.
And I'm fighting that commitment. I'm actually battling with myself. I want a divorce because I tell him all the time,
Okay.
You're not emotionally supporting me.
He's not here to be emotionally supported to you. He's here to be financially supported by you. And listen, I'm gonna say this with the love in my heart. You are only married on paper. That is not your husband. And what and I know we're gonna take these vows seriously, Kitty, because it is vows.
I ain't finna do that up in this
go ahead.
situation. The devil is a lie and Jesus is the Messiah. We ain't doing that. I got a question. No disrespect to you.
No problem.
Motorized wheelchair?
Yes.
I
had a car accident.
In the event that ailments progress, praying that they don't, but let's just say it happens, who's gonna take care of you?
My children.
Your children. But you married. So you're taking the resources that
He
you should be.
promised he will.
The devil is a liar, honey. So you taking the money that you should be saving and using for yourself, and you are sending it across seas, and you talking about you fighting for said marriage. The fight is only one sided, it's on your end. But in the event that something happens to you, you don't even have a husband that you can call on to come and make sure that you're good. The burden is still on your children, not your husband. The burden is still on your children, not your husband. And you fine with that? You okay with that?
Not really.
Who told you to marry this man?
Me.
Me. You told yourself to marry him. You didn't get nothing?
No.
Nothing? Oh, I don't even know if I want to go there.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
It's tough
please.
love, but it's love nonetheless.
No, I understand.
You a believer?
Yes, I am. As a matter of fact, she does him good and not evil all the days of her life. And that's what's making me stay. Because I know if I leave, he's gonna become nothing.
No. Let me do it. Let me roll, please. Let me roll. Please. Let me roll. This is what I mean when people try to play God. Let me roll with this one. The burden is not yours to carry. The burden is not yours to carry. This is what happened when we don't listen and we don't receive counsel from the Holy Spirit. We make foolish decisions like this. And sometimes God has to allow us to turn to our own hands and our own faith for us to understand the reason why he tried to protect us. But when you try to play God and play Savior to somebody that you are not assigned to, you will end up losing in the end. You were never assigned to this man. And you know you weren't assigned to this man. You said me. I didn't hear anywhere where God was a part of that conversation. And this is what I mean. It was you and the enemy that was having that conversation. The enemy knew if I could distract you from other things, then I can take you off the course that you're supposed to be on. You have children who will have to sit and take care of you. That's not a husband. He was never assigned to you. But you know what? A lot of times we lean into our own understanding. And it's the foolish people, and y'all can get pissed off at me if you want to. It's the foolish people that says God is a God of your understanding. That's not the way that it works. God is not a God of your understanding because you have a warped understanding. But that's the God that you're serving right now. That's not the God that I serve, and everybody else who stood up and said they were a believer earlier. And you know that's not God to be so, because God would never put you in a position like that. Why would he put you in a position to where you have to come and ask, should I fight for something? Why would God put you in a position that gives you uncertainty and clarity? Can I get 2-3 minutes, please?
Go ahead.
Can I get 2-3 minutes, please? Please, this is the valley. This is the valley that a lot of people place themselves in. And then they get mad at God. When they in the darkest place of despair, when they put themselves in the valley, when God had a completely different direction from you, a completely different direction, but you chose to go through the valley. You chose that. Now how you gonna get out of it?
That's what I'm asking.
Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art is with me. Come on, give it to me. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, right? This man right here that has on a white cap, on the edge of this seat, you right there. Do you have your phone on you? Can you raise your flashlight for a second? I'm a teacher, work with me. You see that light?
Yes.
Y'all see that light?
Yes.
How do y'all know it's a light right there?
Because we see it.
Because you can see it, right? You saw the light. You fixed your eyes to the light. If you were in a valley right now, would you move towards the light?
Yes.
Because it's there, right?
Yes.
Jesus is the way and the what? The only way you're going to get out this situation is not by this panel. It's by Jesus Christ, the light. It ain't going to be by your own might. You've done a whole lot of things by your own might that's going to lead you to destruction. You won't have nobody but your children when that man is having a field day off your money and taking the resources from you. If God is a God of abundance, why would you allow a thief to come into your life? That's going to be the only way you're going to get out of it is if you walk to the light.
Thank you.
The right light. One more thing. Darkness does not have the power to overcome light. The enemy is not light. What you will hear is the enemy's voice. You hear it. But when we are in a dark space, if I hear a voice versus if I see a light, I'm not going to the voice. I'm going to trust the light as my guidance, as my reference point. Right now, stop being your reference point and go back to God and get your answer. Because I guarantee you, he's going to tell you this wasn't it. I'm done.
And guess what? That's been another episode of the Tonight's Conversation podcast. Vegas, make some noise!